What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Mckennie. Obviously, I think was it last year we got a storyline that was actually quite nice. No, we got a future star, in fact, that actually was a decent card. Unfortunately, didn't get an upgrade since. So this is his highest rated card and its only special card of FIFA 21. Obviously, the better SBC out of the three. It is the 86 rated one. So for this one, you need 86 rated, 55 chem, and 1 Serie A player, which is coming in at just over 200,000, 430k for the whole SBC. So to be honest, I am a big fan of these SBCs. Really do enjoy. Like that they're not necessarily forcing teammates in terms of like having MLS players in here. They can go Serie A, you can go Bundesliga, and then obviously somewhere else. I do like that because it gives you the link to a different league, but there are also major leagues as well, which is always perfect. Obviously Mckennie doesn't look that bad at all. We have gone with the Shadow, which is the recommendation of Footbin, but I'm looking at it thinking, is that the right call? If you go in for more of a defensive player, then yes, 100%. It will turn him into a 96 DM or a 97 centre back. He is 6'1" with a 3-star. He is right-footed with a giant throw-in. We'll have to test that one out if we get the chance. Obviously, with the acceleration, it is 83, but with the Shadow, that goes up to 93 with 99 sprint speed already on the base. Vision's looking fantastic. Short and long, well, short definitely looking fantastic, but long, it's in the high average. Obviously, crossing and free kick accuracy is non-existent, which is absolutely fine. Dribbling wise, the agility balance probably just over average. Good reactions, ball control, dribbling, and 85 composure, just on the cusp of being okay, decent. Defensively, absolutely sound. Obviously physical as well, being 6'1" in the midfield. I feel like I'm hoping he's not blocky. I've been kind of been surprised with a lot of the midfielders. They kind of naturally seem like they should be a blocky player, but actually turn out quite nice. I'm hoping Mckennie is the same. Whether you'd want to go potentially on the engine instead, that would turn him into a 96 CM and obviously give him 94 pace. It'd also give him 93 passing, but it would give him 88 agility and 96 balance. So we will test it out and give Mckennie a go with the Shadow and see how he is in that kind of more defensive role, and then potentially, if we're not finding it that it's working too much, we'll then rank it up to an engine and just see if it is a little bit better having more agility balance. So 200k for this card. Let's jump in and see, is Mckennie worth it? Mckennie, what can we find with him? Obviously being the most expensive, kind of like the most hype on him really. I'm not expecting too much, as I don't think any of them had 4-star skills, which is quite annoying. Mckennie, what can we find? I want to see what he's outside of the box saying. Ooh, let's turn him around. Little ball roll on the inside, little flick up. I've done too much. Nailed Chilwell as well. Into Mckennie again. Keeps it into Altidore. Can we go with the 1-2 with Nedved? We see him through, goes across goal, and that's a stunner. That's what we want to see. I feel like with Altidore, he's going to be one that you go with basically that run. You get the 1-2, he's running through players. Obviously, he's got the strength. You've got the heading as an optional kind of like benefit if you really wanted. But then his shooting is going to be absolutely clean as anything. Other than that, I feel like his kind of dribbling aspect is not going to be as existent as you'd want it to. Mckennie pushing forward. Go with the little 1-2. Can we get away from everybody before he tackles? Stops it. Goes for the finesse. And that's a great little shot. Does push the keeper to get that save. And we get the rebound at the very minimum. Lovely from Mckennie. Gets the ball roll into the foul. And again, he's just going to absolutely nail me. Get it back to him. Outside of the box. Unfortunately, none of them have the finesse shot trait. No, I'm not a big seller of his shooting as of yet, but we'll see. We'll kind of maybe go for a little bit of an easier shot as we get countered here, but luckily he hasn't had the right ball in. Mckennie making sure. Where's he going to go? And Ndombele. Oh, goes with that turn. Brooks is going to step in for him though. Chase it down the line. Like I say, in terms of a centre-back, look at that. That is stunning. And even gets it away. Didn't even think that he would do that, to be honest. I think he's definitely put himself a mark on this American team already. And away once more. Can we get it back from him? He's going to be offside. Clearly leading the defenders there. Him and Maldini together have been an absolute stunning partnership. Oh, stunning tackle from Brooks once more. Even gets the header. Honestly, the more I play with him, the better it seems he is. Getting that interception, that's what we want to see from him. Lays the ball into Nedved, a very basic. Not being overtly impressed by Mckennie, to be honest. The first game really didn't kind of settle too much, even though not necessarily did anything wrong, but sometimes with kind of midfielders, you kind of get them ones that are really heavily involved and can really kind of change a game. Mckennie didn't really get too much into him, but that being said, we are going to wait and kind of judge our performance in a second. If we can just knock it into him. No, Fabinho's going to take it. Finds Mckennie in. So we can go with that ball. Look at that. That is stunning. Straight to his feet. Oh my god. Imagine if that went in. Honestly, beautiful pass across goal from... Where's my controller not working? A cross goal from Mckennie. That's kind of like an area that we don't necessarily see all the time, as we obviously don't necessarily knock it around that much across pitch. But again, passing wise, it seems to be pretty decent, and that's kind of like maybe where I'm not necessarily finding the full benefits of him, as I'm kind of just trying to go for goals with him. Double roulette into the ball roll, but unfortunately I think that was offside in the end. Mckennie again. Let's see what we can find with him. I kind of want to get him involved just that little bit more. I feel like he's itching to get on the pitch. We'll go with the left foot. Unfortunately, was his weaker side. The keeper is going to just easily take that one past. Out a door. Can we get the little left foot? Just drags it a bit right. Coming over. Watching Beckham on this side. Oh, he's gone for it. I'll give him the effort. He's gone for it. Mckennie's not covered him just enough there. Mckennie trying to win a battle. That's what we want to see. Getting a little bit more involved. Honestly, I think he is definitely a decent player. I just think at the moment he's really struggling to kind of get involved in the pitch. He's managing to get little bits here, there and everywhere, but not really making a huge difference on the front end or on the back end. Gets the interception, keeps the run strong. He has got a nice little turn on him, if I do say so myself. Into the heel to heel is just not necessarily the tricky dribbly type. Find him in again. Lovely turn. Oh, stops at the right time. Goes for this. Penalty. Oh, he's kept it. That's poor from my end. I panicked, literally panicked, didn't know what to do. Unfortunately, it wasn't the right option. So then Mckennie, he is coming in at a whopping 200,000 coins. Whether he's worth it, I don't know. I think most definitely an engine would help. Personally, I think that is the way to go for him. I know down here you've got 39 votes and a lot of them have took Shadow, but I suppose you do have to take it with a pinch of salt because 39 people really isn't that many. I personally think this would be perfect. The Shadow is nice for absolutely just making that defense and that pace absolutely unreal, and I think the biggest bonus you're getting is that plus 10 obviously on the acceleration, just because the sprint speed is already maxed out. But I think the extra agility balance is doing wonders for this card. Being 6'1", you do need that outlet, and I think with the engine absolutely does wonders. He's able to move quicker. Obviously his passing is increased. I think he's better as then a box to box kind of CM rather than going straight in DM. I think Shadow probably is the better option if you're going for more solid just defense. You're not really going to venture up front with him. You've got him on stay back whilst attack, whereas I think Engine as a kind of a floating in between, that is perfect for him. To be honest, he's already got the defending pretty much up there. Obviously the shooting not necessarily the greatest, but it's mainly the kind of passing, the assisting is what you want from this card, and definitely with that engine you get that nice boost. Overall wise, I'm looking for about a 9 out of 10. I think he's not quite there, near the kind of above 9, but I don't think I could put him any lower. 200k centre mid. Coming in from obviously Serie A from Juventus, obviously has that nice little strong link into Ronaldo, and I think you've got Arthur as well, who got one yesterday. Again, another fantastic, no, not yesterday, the day before. He got a fantastic link there, so obviously 500k for both of them. If you look in other CMs, Kessie I would say is probably I'd say defensively better, but I do think Mckennie can go forward better. I think Kessie definitely is more of a defensive mid. He's brilliant. He's kind of like a Borelli, to be honest. They're kind of both very similar in their forwards and backwards runs. Eriksen's obviously a cam more than anything. DePaul, to be honest, was very happy with him, but more as the attacking as shown in the card. And I think other than that, that's predominantly where we're at. I think realistically his competition is Kessie, Mckennie, obviously Arthur, and Barella, really. That for me is the kind of like lovely trio that you can get depending on obviously cam, DMs, CMs. I think Mckennie and potentially Barella as the two CMs, very solid there. If you wanted to go more attacking, you'd be looking at maybe like a DePaul next to him, someone again quite tall who's going to really kind of push to go forward, and maybe have Mckennie as the kind of like slightly forward but more on the drop back if anything. Overall, like I say, I'm going to give him a 9. I think 200k is a bit steep. I not necessarily would say he's worth it just because we've got so many, especially if you did Arthur yesterday. Unless you are literally just trying to build a Juventus team, then obviously I would kind of leave him. Other than that, hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and we're going to get on to the next review. So I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.